मुझे तुमने दाता बहुत कुछ दिया है। मुझे तुमने दाता बहुत कुछ दिया है। तेरा शुक्रिया है, तेरा शुक्रिया है। मुझे तुमने दाता बहुत कुछ दिया है। तेरा शुक्रिया है, तेरा शुक्रिया है। ना मिलती अगर दी हुई दात तेरी, तो क्या थी जमाने में औकात मेरी। तुम्ही ने तो जीने के काबिल किया है। तेरा शुक्रिया है, तेरा शुक्रिया है। मुझे तुमने दाता बहुत कुछ दिया है। मुझे है सहारा तेरी बंदगी का, है जिस पर गुजारा मेरी जिंदगी का। मिला मुझको जो कुछ तुम्ही से मिला है। तेरा शुक्रिया है, तेरा शुक्रिया है। मुझे तुमने दाता बहुत कुछ दिया है। किया कुछ न मैंने, शर्मसार हूँ मैं। तेरी रहमतों का तलबगार हूँ मैं। दिया कुछ नहीं बस लिया ही लिया है। तेरा शुक्रिया है, तेरा शुक्रिया है। मुझे तुमने दाता बहुत कुछ दिया है। मिला मुझको जो कुछ बदौलत तुम्हारी, मेरा कुछ नहीं सब है दौलत तुम्हारी। उसे क्या कमी जो तेरा हो लिया है। तेरा शुक्रिया है, तेरा शुक्रिया है। मुझे तुमने दाता बहुत कुछ दिया है। मेरा ही नहीं तू सभी का है दाता। तू ही सबको देता, तू ही है खिलाता। तेरा ही दिया मैंने खाया पिया है। तेरा शुक्रिया है, तेरा शुक्रिया है। मुझे तुमने दाता बहुत कुछ दिया है। तेरा शुक्रिया है, तेरा शुक्रिया है। मुझे तुमने दाता बहुत कुछ दिया है।
Okay, welcome all. So let's start a quick revision of the previous day. That is all about the magical to-do list. One of you please confirm my voice is audible and the background music is not too loud.
Yeah, all good.
Thank you, Milinji. So we have this quote. It goes like, the world is full of magical things waiting for our wits to grow sharper. Now the question is, are we paying enough attention or not? The world is full of magical things and world is waiting for our wits to grow sharper. Now are we attentive or not? That is the question. Really, when you think about it, gratitude is the best friend. Right? Because many a times if we observe our state of mind, we will see that we are just thinking a lot. We are basically doing nothing but overthinking. And try one day by remaining in the mode of gratitude. Yesterday we have practiced gratitude tour also. It is so wonderful. in the extra evening session, whoever were present, they would definitely feel how wonderful it is to remain in the realm of gratitude, and that ensures that we are not going into the mood of overthinking also. So it's a double benefit that we can get by making the gratitude as our best friend. And then author is saying that it is always there for you, always available to help you, and the more heavily you lean on it, the more it will do for you, and the more it will enrich your life. So it is like a best friends, all the characteristics of a best friend is kind of stated here. A best friend is one who is always there for us, always available to help us, and never fails or never let us down, isn't it? The more heavily we lean on it, the more it will do for us, or he or she will do for us. Isn't it? This qualifies the characteristics of a best friend? If yes, this is also another fact that hardly we can find our best friend with all the characteristics or all the traits that is mentioned here. So how it is possible? It is just possible if we can understand and have gratitude as our best friend. This is what actually it says. And let's make a conscious choice today to be in the awareness of gratitude, having our best friend. G for gratitude and G for God. Either one you choose, and be assured that you are not going to feel that you are getting deprived or betrayed by that friend anytime. Then author is saying here that maybe your problem is that you do not have enough time for all the things you need to do, and you are at a loss because there are only 24 hours in a day. It may be that you feel overwhelmed from work and you want more free time, but you cannot see any way to have it. So this is the state that many of us actually land these days. We will be having always a full list of to-do list or full list of items that we really want to accomplish, isn't it? But having said that, how many of us are actually consciously thinking how best we can address it? If we have not, then let's take the opportunity today to understand how we can manage our to-do list in the best possible manner. Yesterday actually we have seen, we are just revising it. If anyone remembers, then they are free to share. Otherwise we'll go a little deeper. Anyone remembers? Okay, no problem. So what author is saying here is, you could be in some kind of dispute with someone, and instead of getting it resolved, things seems to be getting worse. So till this point, author has given all the negative situation or the scenario which makes our life little overwhelmed. Now from here, author has given the strategy of having magical to-do list and how to accomplish it the best possible way. This magical to-do list practice will help you with any little day-to-day problems when you do not know what to do. When you do not know what to do. This is the situation which actually comes to our life many a times. We get confused, we get much overwhelmed, and we do not know what to do. Many a times when we see that a lot of things to do and very less time is remaining at our day, or when you simply want something to be done for you, you will be amazed at the results. So let's see what is that practice. When you combine gratitude's magical power with law of attraction, people, circumstances, and events must be rearranged to do what you want done for you. You will not know how it will happen or how it will be done for you, and that is not your job. Your job is simply to be as grateful as you can be for what you want done right now, as though it were done, and then let the magic happen. So this is such a real magical practice that anyone can definitely do it. It requires no props, no extra skills, nothing. Just combine your grateful or gratitude quotient with the to-do list that you have. So to make it more clear, author is giving step-by-step process. Today, create a written to-do list. Most of us must be having it already ready. So what to do next? All the important things are already there in our to-do list. We need to make the title as the magical to-do list. So I prefer to call that as awareness tracker. However, if we follow the author's suggestion, that is also good. So we will call the to-do list as the magical to-do list. You might put things on your list that you do not have time to do or do not want to do, along with any current problems, from the smallest day-to-day things to bigger life situations. Think through any area of your life where you need something resolved or done for you. When you have finished making your list, choose 3 things from your list to focus on today. Why author is saying to take 3 things? Because if we are not taking only 3 things, we end up seeing always the full list, and by the vision itself we will be overwhelmed. We will be thinking that so much items or so much tasks are yet to be done, and that feeling itself is so much overwhelming that we might not take any action. So always this is a very good practice to go slow, go small, pick few important things out of the list, start acting on it, and once you achieve, and then we can again take few more. Do not focus on the full picture at a time, and this is also true for our goals. If we look at our goal in a full length, we might feel overwhelmed. So that is how actually we are doing these days. We are breaking the goal into multiple smaller parts, and we are putting a checkpoint after every week, and then we are taking informed action, conscious actions towards that, and that will ensure that we are in the action mode but not in thinking mode. So most of you are getting what I am telling, and either you are doing it or start doing that way, and it will be definitely helpful. After that, author is saying, imagine that all people, circumstances, and events have been moved to do it for you, and it is now done. This is the most important part. It is now done. All sorted, all solved for you, and you are giving massive thanks in return for it having been done. So I hope most of you are present in the creative visualization session that I have taken in one of the weekend, and we have seen how we all have the power to visualize creatively. That is also another way of saying it, like we all have the power to manifest whatever we want by using our visualization faculty. And who can do that and who has attended, they also got the idea that they can do meditation very easily. So this is also a similar practice that author is suggesting here, where we need to visualize all the tasks, all the to-do list activities are already done, taken care, done and dusted. Everything is sorted. So after it is done, how our feelings would be, how happy we will be. Now the trick is we need to be in that state at this particular moment. So in the morning we started writing the to-do list, pick 3, visualize that all the 3 are sorted, done, completed. Be in gratitude mode, be thankful who all are involved in the process of completing the task. Immerse them, if possible look them with a non-judgmental mindset. Okay, even if you do not have a very good rapport with them, try to visualize them as your best friend and also express the thankfulness to them. Be thankful to them for helping you to accomplish your task. That's all. This much is what actually is going to bring the magic. So author is saying, spend at least 1 minute on each of your 3 items, believing it is done. Believe is the most important part here, which author is suggesting, and we must have this factor. This emotion, if it is missing, then very difficult to get. Okay, and feeling enormous gratitude in return. Believing and feeling, these things are so important. Without that, it won't work. Feeling enormous gratitude in return. You can follow the same practice on the rest of the items of your list at another time. But there is power in simply putting the things you want done on the magical to-do list. Remember that the law of attraction says like attracts like. Everyone definitely at some point of time have heard about it. Like attracts like. And that means, what does that mean? When you are grateful for the solution, as though you have them, you will attract more of it. You will attract more of the solutions. You will attract more of the situations which will kind of help you to resolve easily in your life. Because we are focusing on the solution, but we are not focusing on the problems. We are not focusing on the obstacles that might come while we are trying to accomplish the task, right? We are not attracting or focusing on the people who will be involved in the task, who might not be in a very good rapport with me. Those things we are not focusing. We are just focusing that they are already in a good rapport with me and we are thanking them. It is so important. I'm not sure Ramesh is not there. This is very important for him because of the things he has in his plate. Actually, we are discussing. Anyway, I'll definitely connect with him. So, being grateful that you have the solution and that it has been resolved attracts the solution. To demonstrate how powerful the magical practice is, author has shared one story, one practical or the true story of her daughter. How actually she lost her wallet, and particularly the wallet was not having any kind of, if you remember, very nicely actually she has shared the story. How the author was having, the daughter of author, Miss Rhonda's daughter, she was not having any information, contact information kept in the purse. So there is no way that she can get the purse in return because it is already lost. But she has not lost the hope. What she has done, she has just kept the faith intact, and in her mind she has created the picture of her wallet as if the wallet is already there with her. It came back. Okay, and she has practiced this situation so vividly. She has created that reality that after few days she found that the purse is first was actually returned to her. So how it returned? Actually, someone who is staying 100 miles away from her house somehow called her, okay, and then couriered her. How again, when actually they found how that person could actually find out the connection or the address, because there were no address mentioned. Somehow he found a small chit, very small chit, where actually the daughter's surname was kind of the father's name, I think Christiana name was written on it. So he put Christiana name together with my daughter's name, but daughter's surname. So Rhonda born, right? So whatever name came in the telephone directory, he searched and somehow he got the number. But again, that is also a mystery, because afterwards the same process author has tried and they could not find it actually in the telephone directory. So this story says that the story actually demonstrates a real miracle, because afterwards they tried, they could not find any connection in the telephone directory, even though the name and the surname were kind of combined, and how that person, the farmer, actually tried to search the same way they also search, they could not find. So from 100 miles away, through the most extraordinary sequence of seemingly impossible events, my daughter's wallet was returned to her intact. She fulfilled her part in being grateful that she had her wallet back, and as must happen, gratitude performed its magic and moved every person, circumstances, and event to return her wallet to her. So this is a pure magic that had happened in her life. So if someone can, there is a very popular saying in NLP, if one person can do it, then it can be done by any Tom, Dick and Harry. So if anyone can do it, then we can do it better, because we people are, I feel, at least I feel that we are not ordinary, we are extraordinary people. Most of you are really consistent. Almost every day you are actually turning up and being part of the reading club, reading session, even though it is being little longer, you are able to sustain, which is not a normal characteristics. That kind of endurance, consistency is not possible to find in many of the other people. So we are special, so we can do it even better. So let's quickly see what is the particular step that author wanted us to do. We have to do the magical to-do list. The to-do list with this title. This is the first step. And this is so important. If we are not doing, then actually we are missing or messing our mind. How we are messing our mind? Just by creating our to-do list and putting in a paper or in our awareness tracker or in the phone, whatever it is, we are actually removing the burden from our mind to the paper. This is out of context. It's not part of the book, but believe me, if you are not creating a to-do list, then you are keeping everything in your mind. Mind is not meant for that. Mind is meant for something greater, some better cause or greater things. If you keep the things in your mind, mind will keep poking you that you might forget, and your mind will be so clumsy, so what do you say? It will be cluttered basically, and energy will be drained. So just by creating a to-do list, you are ensuring to the mind that yes, it will be taken care. But it is not that you are not going to review the to-do list and not take any action, then also it will happen. That is the first step. Do it, and then name the magical to-do list, and then choose three. First three. We need to choose the first three important things that I anyway had to kind of accomplish for that particular day. This step itself is qualifying us that we are taking action, we are achieving, we are taking informed action and accomplishing things. So by end of the day, we are not going to sleep with empty-handed. We have achieved something. This also is another derivation. And the next step what author suggested is we need to visualize as if this task, the 3 tasks that we have taken, right? At least one minute each, we need to do a creative visualization for each of the tasks, believing that it is already done, feeling enormous gratitude in return. And in addition, one more thing we can do here, to do or to accomplish that particular task, whoever is going to be involved, we need to send positive vibration, positive vibes, loving vibration to them. So this is so important, because when we do this, we are taking the situation in our favor. We are making sure that they are actually getting the most powerful vibration to act in our favor. So this also you can try, and definitely this is there always. We need to end our day with magical practice. So this is all about the day 18 revision. Now let's start the day 19 chapter. So the topic name is Magic Footsteps. So I would invite one of you to take the lead from here and start reading.
I'll start.
Yes, you can.
100 times every day, I remind myself that my inner and outer life depend on the labors of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measure as I have received and am still receiving. Albert Einstein. With those words, Einstein gave us a gift equal to his scientific discoveries. He gave us one of the magical secrets to his success: gratitude every day. Einstein is the inspiration behind today's magical practice, and you are going to follow in his footsteps to bring success to your life. Today, like Einstein, you will say thank you 100 times, and you are going to do it by taking 100 magic footsteps. While it might seem unbelievable to you that taking footsteps can make a difference to your life, you will discover that it is one of the most powerful things you can do. God gave you a gift of 86,400 seconds today. Have you used one to say thank you?
Yes. So God gave us the gift of 86,400 seconds today. So we have the opportunity. It hardly takes 1 second, no? Thank you. 1 second it took. That's all. So literally we can say thank you for 86,400 times. Now we need to introspect how many times are we utilizing or harnessing the benefit, this practice. Thank you, Srikanth. So may I request someone else to take over from here?
Should I? Can you hear me?
Yes, Silpaji, go ahead.
I'm traveling on the train, so in case you don't hear me, let me know, okay?
Certainly.
Okay.
But now you are loud and clear.
Good. To take magic footsteps, you take one step and in your mind say the magic words, thank you, as your foot touches the ground, and then again say thank you as your other foot touches the ground. One foot, thank you. Next foot, thank you. And continue saying the magic words with every footstep. The best thing about magic footsteps is that you can take any number of magic footsteps anywhere and at any time, through your house, from one room to another, walking to get your lunch or coffee, taking the trash out, walking to a business meeting, or on your way to catch a cab, train, or bus. You can take magic footsteps on your way to anything that's important to you, like exams, a date, a job, interview, an audition, to meet a client, to the bank, ATM, dentist, doctor, hairdresser, to see your team play in a sports game, down corridors, to airport terminals, in parks, or from one block to another. I take magic footsteps around my home, from my bed to my bathroom, kitchen to my bedroom, and outside to my car and the mailbox. Whenever I walk down the street or walk anywhere, I choose to a point as my destination, and I put gratitude in my footsteps all the way.
Amazing. Thank you, Silpaji.
Yeah, here I would like to add, I mean, she's talking only about walking. I would say even when you're climbing stairs, if you aren't, then you might as well start climbing steps or stairs because it's good for your health. And when you climb steps, you keep on at each and every step. Say thank you. That's what I do.
Yes.
Just wanted to share.
So taking steps is also part of walking, no? Or something else you wanted to? I could not get it.
No.
Maybe.
No, I just wanted to. So she's talking only about walking. She's not talking about climbing stairs.
Oh.
So I am asking you to do that as an exercise because I find when we are in India, we don't climb stairs. We usually use a lift, even if there are a few steps to climb. So we should climb more steps. It's good for our health. And it's time also to practice gratitude or thank you when you're climbing steps.
True. And in India, we do not take this a generalization basically, because if you ask me, I stay in third floor, but on a daily basis, I take the staircase only. Unless until I have very heavy load, I have like kind of little heavy thing to carry, I do not use my lifts. So
no, the thing is here we in old buildings we do not have lifts, so we can't take lifts. It's only in the new buildings we have lifts. So in India there are many more lifts than over here in small cities, small towns. So that's what I meant. Nothing. No, I'm not putting anyone down. I'm just saying it's my experience that people usually, even if they're young or old, they just get into the lift.
I agree. That's the kind of like they feel that it's a luxury way of doing, but it's exactly not luxury. It's actually harming our health only. So if we are cautious, if we are conscious, both, then definitely we will be taking up these steps. Is good for our health, and on each step we are saying thank you, so it is good for our mental health also. So great, thank you Silpaji for sharing it. I would request someone else to take over from here. Milinji, you are unmuted. So, are you reading?
No, I can't read actually.
Yeah, you're in office. Yeah, fine. That's fine.
I'll continue.
Sure, Srikanth. We have 14 people here. Actually, I'm surprised why people are not taking the benefit anyway. Yeah, continue, Srikanth.
Yeah. If you take notice of how you are feeling before you begin, then you will notice a big difference in how you feel after you have taken magic footsteps. It doesn't matter if you can't get much of a feeling of gratitude while you are taking them. I promise you will still feel happier afterward. If you are feeling down, magic footsteps will make you feel better. And even if you are feeling great, magic footsteps will lift your spirits even higher. To take the most effective magic footsteps, take magic footsteps for about 90 seconds. This is how long it will take the average person to take 100 steps at a leisurely pace. This practice is not about taking 100 steps exactly, but taking at least that number of steps, because it will probably take that number of footsteps to make a difference to the way you feel. Once you are clear on the approximate distance, you can take your 100 steps of gratitude anytime during the day. Don't count the footsteps when you are doing the practice, because you will be counting instead of saying thank you, the magic words with each step. When you have completed today's magical practice, you have said the magical words thank you 100 times. How many days of your life have you said thank you 100 times? And Einstein, they did every day. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Srikanth.
Yeah, because
Einstein-
I will. Yeah, I'll read it.
Okay, you want to read it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. The last
Yeah.
page.
Magic practice number 19, magic footsteps. Count your blessings, make a list of 10 blessings, write why you are grateful. Read it, your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Step number 2, take 100 magic steps for about 90 seconds in gratitude anytime during the day. Third step, with each footsteps, say and feel the magic word thank you. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.
Amazing. And why it is so important to do the magic rock practice? See, the two steps, the first step and the last step is
Last
always
steps, yeah, always same, yeah.
always there.
Always
So we can actually understand they are the base steps. They
Yeah.
are the bridge practice. They are the foundational practice. And why it is really important to do that? Because it is done in as the first thing in the day, and it is done as the last thing in the day. So
Yeah.
the beginning of the day and while we are going to sleep, that is at towards the end of our when we are actually going to sleep, we are entering to a zone when we can connect with our subconscious mind. During that time, whatever practice that we are doing, we are actually reprogramming our subconscious mind consciously. So
Yeah.
if we are not conscious, then we will be doing something which is completely opposite. Maybe we are
Yeah.
actually watching some web series with a lot of violence and all while going to sleep, and then that particular scenes or the tragedy will be kind of there persisted in our subconscious for the full night. It will churn on that, it will contemplate on that, it will amplify that. So that is
Yeah.
definitely not the thing which we want. So if we can do this magic rock practice, and for the what are the benefits that we are getting? We are not only saying thank you for anything, but we are actually becoming better at recognizing or fetching the good things from our whole day, and that is also part of the journaling, right? So in the journaling, we generally understand that what we need to do on what we have done, what we have accomplished, be it a small thing or a big thing. Just feel the feeling of accomplishment and feel the joy, celebrate, and be thankful. Be thankful to the person who all are involved, or God. And that is a really wonderful state to end the day, isn't it? So, and this is also very important. Counting your blessings.
Yeah. Because you can add something here. Yeah. Related.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So
Sure.
very first thing, which just you said, that watching the movies and this thing at night and all that. I'm very hard movie watcher. I used to watch a lot this thing. So and I already shared that with you. I used to watch Netflix a lot and all that. But my experience in that is basically what used to happen is that whenever I used to watch those violent and horror movies, one day what happened is I watched that kind of movie which has a lots of definitely violence and all that, and next day when I came out of office after finishing, I step out of the office and I have seen exactly same person who was in the previous day in that movie was a killer, and the person in front of me was exactly look-alike of that person, and my body literally stopped there, stumbled there on that stair, this thing, because I seen exactly the same face. And at that time I was thinking that why, because and then I remember basically what we learn here is basically our mind does not differentiate between what we watch on TV and reality, but he look exactly the same that of killer, and my body responded in that way. And at that time I basically realized that yes, definitely movies and watching on screen same has definitely affects our actual life. That is first experience. Second is because I think you share your photos, you walk on the green grass. I think I don't know whether you share or not, but yeah, definitely share the
Yeah, sir, yeah.
benefits of barefoot walking on sand and grass, which I do. But definitely that will be beneficial for our team members, to know, even if 10-15 minutes, but yeah, it may on sand. And I'll try to find out a video from which I took that idea, but it is very, very beneficial. If you already know, then yes, please share that one.
Yes.
That is the second one. Yeah, it's very beneficial. Just 10-15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. It is so important to hear the real-time experience from you, and now that you have kind of demonstrated how really actually it can impact, it can harm basically. So let's
Yeah.
consciously decide that definitely we are not going to watch any such kind of scene. Actually, it is recommended that before the
Yeah.
sleep, we should not watch even our phone before half an hour
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
1 hour
Yeah.
is recommended, but before half an hour. And the second
But
thing,
this-
which,
Yeah.
and the second thing which you have said, that is also very, very important. Actually, in the abundance group, I am sharing from last 2 days.
Yeah.
How actually I am kind of making sure that I am at least for half an hour on a daily basis walking barefoot, preferably on a grass or in a mud or in the ground. Why it is so important? Because our body has some amount of electrons, and
Yeah.
it is actually positive electrons which need to be kind of evacuated. If we are not draining it out or not grounding, this is called grounding exercise basically.
Yeah.
So how actually, if we are not taking care of this, if we are not doing this grounding, then there will be a rusting happening in our body, and that rusting is just to make it easy. Actually, I'm telling rusting, but it is like it will impact our bones, it will impact our hormones, diabetes, BP, name any disease. Actually, we are made up of 5 elements. So we forget to connect back to the 5 element, and then we are attracting all the lifestyle diseases that we can ever attract. So once we know how to take care of this, how we can connect back to the 5 elements on a daily basis, if not for a longer period of time, but on a daily basis, if we are doing it very consistently, then be assured that you will not see any kind of disease till the end of your life. We will be at least disease free and we will live very happily. Who doesn't want to be disease free? This actually we will be doing it shortly, but yeah, grounding exercise as the footstep is there, which is related to this particular chapter. So, and as Milinji has kind of initiated, so I've just discussed this in little elaborated way. So when we are taking footstep, and particularly this exercise, if we want to do, why not do with a barefoot in a place having all the exposure, like little soft, means there should not be a lot of thorns or nails or something. A better place actually you need to find and do this exercise. Do this particular thanking or expressing gratitude in a barefoot. The barefoot. So it is so transformational. So if anyone wants to explore more, and there are also few products which are available which will provide you some grounding kind of mat. The mat on which actually you can put your legs, and they will give you equivalent effect as though you are walking on the ground. That is also there. You can buy those things, are also available in the Amazon, or there is a site called groundingmat.in, I think. So they are also genuine. I heard that they are delivering very genuine product. little costly, but yeah, it worth. It is worth actually. These things are actually so important. We are going to have a very dedicated session how we can connect back. There are few strategies for each of
Yeah.
the element that we are having. So in our abundance strategy, maybe next week we are having this. I have scheduled this because we have one element in our abundance group. We are targeting health, wealth, and relationship. So it is not only abundance in wealth we are targeting health. It starts with health actually. So
Yeah.
three
Yeah.
aspects will be covered. So health part, I have kind of given few hints. More are coming on the health part where actually we can completely transform our life, our energy levels, and all those things. So health will be covered, wealth will be covered, and relationship will be covered. This is particularly the plan. So I most of you are kind of part of our abundance group anyway, so I took the luxury of kind of explaining a little more and what's there in the agenda. I would suggest this particular practice, this footstep, where this footstep, taking footstep, right? We can do in barefoot and see magical experience multiplied, multifold. It will be multiplied many times. With this, anyway, if anyone wants to share any other experiences, the forum is open. Please go ahead. Okay, if not, then we are done for the day. And it is really, I'm really grateful to all of you for taking time. And we will meet again tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Bikashi.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jyoti.